Paul, McGuire, Grimes, KSTP, Minneapolis, St. Paul. Katherine and Sarah, it is great talking to both of you today. I love that we get to see Tully and Kate throughout many different decades of their lives, really like kind of holistic look at these two characters. I'm curious, did you still film it episode by episode, or did you do like one timeline first and then the other timeline after that?
Episode by episode. So there were definitely days where you were Kate in 2003 and Kate in 1982, all on the same day.
Katherine, does it give you like a little bit of a whiplash to like think, wait, what has happened in the decade since we last saw these two characters? Or like, is it a different challenge than from other roles that you've done?
Totally. I mean, it was, for me, sometimes I was like completely confused about where I was in the timeline, and not necessarily the decade, but more like, wait, what part of the decade is this? What's happened already and what's about to happen, So it was fun. It was a really fun challenge in that way. And having to keep myself abreast of what was, where I was.
You have some fantastic wigs and costumes, like because of the 80s, obviously. Did you like steal any of them or keep them just for your own like little collection? Good answer. I love it.
Totally. I actually brought a couple of 80s things that were actually of mine from the 80s, and a pair of bootcut jeans from the aughts.
Nice. I can't believe you still had those. I really can't.
I know. I don't save anything. I'm not a saver. But then obviously those were very, very important to me.
Right.
You're not going to let go of the pink acid wash. Anything before the pink acid wash.
What unique things have you two been doing throughout this pandemic to stay in touch with your own girlfriends throughout such kind of an awkward time of our lives? Because I think it is so important to stay in touch with people, but it's then so hard to right now.
Right.
Katherine, what about you?
I honestly, my girlfriends and I do that Marco Polo app. Have you heard of this?
I use it. Yes. You can Marco Polo me. I have it.
Probably come up with my feed. So we do that. I haven't checked it in a while, though. I probably have like a ton of videos to watch. And then we have like a text chain among the six of us that just, gets a lot of action right now. But we're all moms. We're all trying to deal with this with children at home. Mm-hmm. And so we can't pester each other because we are all completely overwhelmed. But there are those nights where I had one, about a month ago, where Josh, for the first time since the pandemic, went out of town, and my best friend's husband went out of town, and we were like, we need a girl chat. Too sweet.
Yeah, a lot of Zooms actually. Katie and I have been keeping caught up on the phone. We've had some Firefly Lane cocktail parties about once a month. We'll have like the whole cast and writers and directors, the producer, and everybody will jump on and just spend like an hour and a half catching up. And people are, beaming in from Australia and Utah and LA and Canada. And so that's been really fun. And then my girlfriends and I have had some Zooms too, where everybody will have a glass of wine and we'll jump on Zoom after the kids are in bed and just exchange stories of how to, make it through to the next chapter of this year.
I love that there's that camaraderie between your cast. I mean, I think it definitely shows on screen as well, but you guys are still chatting long after you've wrapped. I love that the music there's such great music in this, and it's such an important part of the storytelling, and each episode is named after a song. What music would be in the soundtrack of your own lives? Because Kate, your husband's a musician, right?
Yes. So I guess
you got built-in soundtrack.
Kelly. That is the soundtrack of my life. What am I even saying? That's not even like a reach. That's it. That's the soundtrack of my life. Josh Kelly. Just go check out any album.
Right.
I have been in this pandemic reaching back into my past. Maybe it's the nostalgia factor. We've been having so many dance parties in my house with, Counting Crows and just like really, digging back and Indigo Girls and Tracy Chapman and I think it's like, maybe it's that like feeling of comfort that, you search for right now. And I was telling Katie earlier, I've been blasting U2's Beautiful Day every morning to start the day. I'm like, okay, we got to get on the right foot here, guys.
Perfect. Love U2. I Got a Fast Car, Tracy Chapman. Amazing.
Yeah, right?
Oh my God. Yes. It was great talking to both of you today. I'm excited for people to see Firefly Lane, and it was a lot of fun to watch.
Thank you.
So glad. I was going to burst into song when you just said I know every word, and then I thought about it, and I didn't, because I can't sing at all, and it would have been
You
painful
should
for
have.
us in the room.
You should have. You should have. I love impromptu sing-alongs. Amazing. Well, thank you.